I'm going to tell you a story with a lesson attached to it. This is the story of the fall of Egypt to Rome. The year was 30 BC, and Octavian, who was the adopted heir of Julius Caesar, invaded Egypt. And in Egypt, the rulers of Egypt at the time were Cleopatra and Mark Antony, her lover. So Cleopatra had four children, and the first one being Caesarion, Julius Caesar's actual son, because his wife in Rome, she was barren. So this was Julius Caesar's natural heir, but he wasn't really recognized. He wasn't made public until later on, I think after his death or so. So when Mark Antony found out that Julius Caesar had a child with Cleopatra before he had his own children, the other three were his with her, he made the boy public, and it angered Octavian, who wanted to take other parts of the world that would make Rome an empire. At that time, Rome was just a republic. So he invaded Rome, he invaded Egypt, and he defeated Mark Antony's fleet, defeated their land army. When Mark Antony found out about this, he killed himself. He was still alive when Cleopatra found him, and she saw that everything has been lost. So what she did was she put Caesarion, she put Caesarion on a horse with his entourage, gave him a lot of gold, and sent him to Nubia, deeper into Africa, so that Octavian wouldn't find him and kill him, because he was Caesar's heir. He was a threat to Octavian's everything, reign, policy, everything that he stood for. And Octavian didn't want to go opposed. So she sent him, then killed herself so that she won't be captured by Octavian when he eventually entered Egypt, because the defeat was like outside Egypt, I guess. So when he got to Egypt, he found out that she was dead. She had killed herself by allowing herself get bitten by an asp, a poisonous snake. So on the way to Nubia, Caesarion, that is Julius Caesar's actual son, heard news that Mark Antony said he should return back to Egypt, that you give him a place as the rightful Pharaoh of Egypt, since his mother is now dead as the Pharaoh, that he's going to pardon him for any crimes and whatnot he get. So he kept on moving when he heard that. He didn't like think much of it. But the people that turned him around were his tutors, his teachers, people he had known growing up. Around that time, he was still a teenager, a young boy, 13, 14, 15, that age. So he listened to these people and eventually turned back. After being out of Egypt and into Nubia already, eventually turned back, and immediately Octavian saw him. He ordered his immediate execution. He killed him immediately. He was strangled to death. And that brought the end of the independence of Egypt and the pharaohship of Egypt. The story here is he was given a direct order and he knew the consequences of failing on that order. He was told to leave Egypt because Octavian was going to kill him. It was an obvious scenario. If he saw you, he will kill you. And the reasons were there. The only way out was not to be seen. So he left. He did the right thing at first. Then he was convinced by his teachers, people he'd known all his life, as the people that with more knowledge than the people that instilled knowledge in him. But at this point, they were no longer his teachers. They were just scared people. And he listened to them. And he went back. And he died. This is why everybody should have the spirit of discernment. Know when something is wrong. It doesn't really matter if that person is older or you feel more experienced. Sometimes when you look at something critically and you see that this thing this person is saying, it won't really give what I need, you can back out. You can change your plan. You can rearrange everything for yourself to fit yourself when you're unsure of this person's advice or this person's own view. It's very important, the spirit of discernment, to know when something is not really right or when something is not really going to go the way it's planned.